Trisha Yearwood, the beloved queen of country music, recently sat down for an interview that has left fans emotional and deeply moved. For the first time, Garth Brooks' wife of nearly 20 years pulled back the curtain on what life is really like married to one of the biggest stars in entertainment history, and in doing so, she revealed a side of Garth that the public has never truly seen. Patricia Lynn Yearwood came into the world on September 19, 1964, in the quiet little town of Monticello, Georgia. It was the kind of close-knit southern community where neighbors looked out for one another, church on Sunday was non-negotiable, and family sat at the heart of everything. Her father, Jack Howard Yearwood, was a well-respected banker whose rock-solid integrity and tireless involvement in local causes shaped the way Trisha viewed hard work and giving back. Her mother, Gwendolyn, taught school and filled the house with books, music, and encouragement to dream big. From the very beginning, Trisha grew up surrounded by a perfect blend of discipline, warmth, and creativity that would become the foundation of who she is today. Music grabbed hold of her early. While she was still in elementary school, she was already stealing the show in school plays, church choirs, and every talent contest within driving distance. Teachers and classmates still talk about the little girl with the huge voice who could bring a room to complete silence the moment she opened her mouth. By the time she reached high school, she was just as comfortable balancing a ledger as she was belting out a song, but after graduation she made a surprising choice. She put her dreams on hold and enlisted in the United States Air Force. For 4 years she served at Luke Air Force Base in Arizona, learning discipline, resilience, and a level of self-reliance that would serve her well in the cutthroat music business years later. When her service ended, Trisha headed back to Georgia and enrolled at Young Harris College, a small junior college tucked in the North Georgia mountains. There she earned an associate degree, made the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, and kept singing every chance she got. She gave the University of Georgia a brief try afterward, but the massive campus felt impersonal and overwhelming, so she made the bold decision to drop out and chase music full-time in Nashville. Her first real foothold in the industry came through an internship at MTM Records. What started as running errands and making copies quickly turned into recording demo vocals and singing background on other artists' tracks. In 1989, one of those sessions brought her face-to-face with a rising Oklahoma singer named Garth Brooks. The two hit it off instantly, and that chance meeting would change both of their lives forever. Through Garth, she met producer Garth Fundis, no relation, and the three of them began shaping what would become Trisha's signature sound. In 1991, her self-titled debut album exploded onto the country scene. It sold more than 2 million copies, and the lead single, She's in Love with the Boy, shot straight to #1, making Trisha the first female country artist in history to have her debut single top the Billboard country chart. Songs like We Never Had a Broken Heart, The Woman Before Me, and That's What I Like About You all cracked the top 10. The Academy of Country Music named her top new female vocalist, and the American Music Awards followed with Favorite New Country Artist. Overnight, Trisha Yearwood became a household name. She followed that triumph with a string of critically acclaimed albums. Hearts in Armor, 1992, a deeply personal record written in the aftermath of her first divorce. The song Remembers When, 1993, featuring duets with legends like Don Henley and Emmylou Harris. The Sweetest Gift, 1994, a beautiful Christmas collection, Thinkin' About You, 1995, which showed her embracing a more sophisticated pop-country blend. Everybody Knows, 1996, packed with tender ballads, and many more. Over the decades she racked up 3 Grammy Awards, multiple CMA and ACM honors, and a catalog of timeless hits that still dominate country radio today. Outside the recording studio, Trisha branched into acting with a role in the 1993 film The Thing Called Love alongside River Phoenix and Sandra Bullock, and later appeared in shows like Jag, 1997-2002, Nashville, 2015, and the live television event The Passion, 2016. In 2012 she launched Trisha's Southern Kitchen on Food Network, a warm, inviting cooking show that ran for 11 seasons and earned her a Daytime Emmy. She also wrote 3 best-selling cookbooks, Georgia Cooking in an Oklahoma Kitchen, Home Cooking with Trisha Yearwood, and Trisha's Table, sharing the recipes and stories that rooted her in her Southern heritage. Trisha's road to lasting love wasn't easy. She married her first husband, musician and producer Christopher Latham, in 1987. They divorced in 1991, right as her debut album was taking off. In 1994 she wed Robert "Mutt" Reynolds, the bassist for the band The Mavericks. That marriage lasted 5 years and ended in 1999. Then, in 2005, after years of friendship and mutual admiration, she and Garth Brooks finally tied the knot in a private ceremony at their Oklahoma home. Their wedding marked the beginning of what has become one of country music's most beloved and enduring love stories. In her latest interview, Trisha spoke with remarkable openness about what it's really like to be married to Garth Brooks. "People see the fireworks and the sold-out stadiums and think they know who he is," she said, smiling softly. "But the man I come home to every night is quiet, thoughtful, and one of the most genuinely caring human beings on the planet. On stage he's this unstoppable force of energy, but at home he's the guy who listens, really listens, and loves without keeping score." She admitted that blending two massive careers hasn't always been simple. "There are times when one of us has to be on the road for months, or a tour schedule changes at the last minute, or creative differences flare up. But we made a promise a long time ago that communication and trust come first, no matter what. We protect our time together fiercely. Sometimes that's just sitting on the porch with a cup of coffee, no phones, no distractions. Those little moments are everything." Trisha stressed how important it is for both of them to keep their own identities. "We're partners, yes, but we're also individuals with our own dreams and passions. I have my music, my cooking shows, my cookbooks, he has his tours and his causes. We cheer each other on because we respect who the other person is at their core. That balance of independence and togetherness is the secret sauce." She also gave fans a rare peek into Garth's creative world. "Watching him write a song or rehearse for a show is like watching an artist paint a masterpiece. He pours every ounce of himself into it. I'm in awe of his dedication, and I love being the person who gets to stand on the side of the stage and say, 'That's my husband.'" Through tears and laughter, Trisha wrapped up the interview with a message that struck straight to the heart: "We're not perfect. We argue, we get tired, we have bad days just like everybody else. But we love hard, we forgive quickly, and we never forget to laugh together. That's the real truth about us. That's our story." In a world that often focuses on the glitz and the gossip, Trisha Yearwood's heartfelt words remind us all that behind the bright lights and the sold-out arenas, there's a real marriage built on respect, devotion, and the kind of everyday love that doesn't make headlines, but lasts a lifetime.